Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another Live with Blitsy. I'm Katie, and
I'm Claudia. Good morning.
Great stuff planned for you today. Basically, Claudia has been crafting away to bring you a lot of fun stuff. And then we also have a giveaway today, so you're going to want to stick around for that. That happens at the end. But before we get into everything, I want to say hello to Emily. Do we have a camera? Did we decide? We do? Okay, yeah. Good. So let's say hello to Emily, and she can kind of tell you the rundown about the giveaway, and then we'll jump into everything else.
Hey guys, I'm so glad that we got everything working. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm glad to be here with you today and for you to be able to see me, which sounds like a lot worse like coming out of my mouth than it did in my head. But we do have a giveaway for you guys today. We just relaunched our iPhone app. We're really excited about it. We've made a lot of improvements to the app. We think you guys are really going to love it. In addition to all of our sales and shopping, also our content is now in this version of the app. So you can see all of our great videos, visit our blog posts. You can kind of have the full website experience, but really make it easy on your phone. So we are giving away $50 gift card, and how you enter is you need to download the app onto your phone, search Blitsy, Blitsy, in the App Store, download the app, and then take a screenshot of your phone with you signed into the app, post it to our Facebook page or share it with us on Twitter. 24 hours from now, we will pick a winner. If you have an Android phone, we do not currently have an Android version of the app, but when we do, we will do a separate giveaway just for you.
I'm so excited about the app. So I do a blog post every Sunday, just kind of like what the important news of the week is. And then, of course, we bring that to you here, too. But this week, it was all about the app. So if you want to kind of learn more about it, just go to blitsy.com/blog and the post from Sunday. I kind of did screenshots. I've got my iPhone. You can do everything on here. It makes it way too easy to shop for craft supplies. And one of you will get $50 just to spend on the app. So what would you buy?
I don't know, $50 gets you a lot.
It really does. It seriously does. So, okay, make sure you do that. We'll remind you later. But let's jump into the fun stuff, the crafty stuff. Claudia, what do you have for us today?
So I have another project that actually uses a few of our favorite tools here at Blitsy. I'm going to use the Fuse tool. I can show you how to use the banner punch board and the alphabet punch board. So originally...
So these are actually all things we've shown before, but now we're going to see them kind of all working together to make a Mother's Day banner, right?
Yep. So the original one that I made looks like this, and it for the backer, and then I used the Fuse tool to kind of seal it up, and I put some fun stuff in there before I did that. This was actually before we had the alphabet punch board, so I actually just had traced and cut out some letters, but now I'm going to show you how to use the alphabet punch board, which is brand new this year from We Are Memory Keepers.
It's from We Are Memory Keepers.
They have all the cool tools. Yes. So let me just pull that out here. So this is what the alphabet punch board looks like. And it comes with this little guide here that shows you how to cut out, actually it shows you step by step how to create all of the letters, and it also has some numbers, and I think it has an ampersand and an exclamation point so that you can really customize your banner according to whatever your occasion is. So this is the M that I created using the alphabet punch board, and you can see in here that the letter M actually has two different options of how you can create it. I did the simple way, which was I punched out two separate shapes and then overlapped it. But I'm going to show you how to create the O. So you want to work with little pieces of paper that are 3x5. And what's really cool is that you don't even need a separate paper cutter. You can actually cut your paper down to size here. I'll show you. So you just insert your paper.
It has all like the measurements and score lines
and
everything there.
And it tells you in the booklet. So you butt it up to the left, and you're going to cut this line here. And then it has a little 1-inch increment here that you're gonna slide your paper over to. And then you just close it back up and you cut along this line. And you have your 3x5 rectangle all set to punch your letter out of. So that's really nice because you don't have to have a paper cutter and then this and then, you know, you can just swiftly work through it, which I love. So I have a piece of paper here that I cut 3x5. So I'm just gonna follow, I don't know if you can see both of these things or not. I'm gonna follow what the little booklet says, which it says to first line it up here and punch. And then turn it over and punch again. Whoop.
Is that on? Okay.
It is. The fuse tool just fell from the.
You don't want that hot tool.
Yeah.
There we go.
I can just move the table too. Okay, there we go. So then I'm going to cut out the center part. So I'll put this down. Let's see here.
I love that little tool has a home right here. So
It does. You never lose it. And they sell replacement blades as well if you get really into this and you it becomes dull. And also just it's really nice how it fits. There's little tracks created for it so that you can't mess it up. So you cut out the center like that. And then the last step is there's a little punch here on the corner that's going to round corners for you. So you just insert your paper, punch.
Gives you a nice round, like it's a big round.
Yes, it's nice and even. I'll pick that up in a second. That fuse tool does not want to stay on the table today. Okay, so there you go. You have your O. So then
Simple.
it's really simple to use this. Okay. So then what I did next is I actually cut a piece of paper as a backer.
Just to kind of get the layer effect.
Right, to get the layer effect. And actually, I'll use this one. Sorry, I grabbed the wrong one. So what you want to do then is pull out the banner punch board.
I love that these boards kind of complement each other.
They
you can
do.
always use them together to make banners. You can, what else can you make with it?
You can make a bunch of different, like you can make little tags, you can make, because you can actually cut anywhere from like a tiny 1-inch little pennant all the way up to 8.5 by kind of like 8.5.
So
by,
even for like your cards or scrapbooking, you could
Definitely.
do little tiny banners.
little embellishments. And what's great is that when I first saw these boards, I was a little intimidated. I was like, I'm not very good at math. Like, it's going to require a lot of concentration. But once you actually just get the hang of it, it's a few simple steps that you can just do over and over and over and create a whole bunch of
And you
different
don't
things.
need to know math.
You do not. Everything is on here. It's all stepped out for you, and the sizing is all written out on the punch board for you. So then all you do is line this up. You're going to see there's a little V there.
lines.
Yeah, a little V there that's going to... And I'll show you. So this actually is the blade that I just used on the alphabet punch board. And I am going to just go ahead and use it on the banner punch board. So you can see that you can interchange. So then you open it up and it's got this perfect pennant shape for you, all cut out. And then all you do is just layer up your letters, and
You just have a page protector here, kind of cut to size as well,
I have
right?
a page protector here cut to size, and you're just gonna put your letters in here. Then you put whatever you want in there, like I showed before.
Glitter, sequins, flowers,
I did some buttons on this one. Like if you have a crafty mom that you want to kind of customize it for, you can just put buttons in there. So the last thing I'm going to do is just show you. I'm just going to show you one line of how to seal it. Yeah. So once again, so it's a great way to use 3 different tools that you may have bought in the past, and if they just sit there and you don't know how you can use them together. This is one way to do so. So you're going to. It comes with the photo sleeve fuse tool ruler here. It's a metal ruler, You just line it up. And this is the little tool that keeps...
I know Megan always freehands it, and I'm always like,
Yeah,
is that okay? But you're a little more precise.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't have... She has a steadier hand than I do, I think, because mine always just kind of goes around. So I really use this as a guide, but... So you just... And this can be intimidating as well because it does melt the plastics, but it takes a couple of practice runs. You can just use, practice on something that's not your project. And once you get the pressure evenly, and if you miss a spot like I just did,
just go right back over it.
You can just go right back over it to seal it up.
Can you feel it kind of sealing?
You can. You can definitely feel it. And I'm using the Best Ever Craft Mat, which is heat resistant. So, but you can see that then it's
all sealed in there.
It's all sealed in there.
And then you would just put your toppings in there and seal that side up and you're good to go.
Yeah, and you're good to go.
So easy, and you've got your Mother's Day banner.
Yep.
Cool. Emily, has anyone tried this technique before?
I don't know how many people, I think some people might have added this to their craft room, the alphabet punch board. A lot of people are saying, oh, they have their Cricut, so they're like, oh, this might not be too much for me. But it does make, Lori B mentioned that she is getting it for her preschool. It's a great gift for teachers. This is a really, really good size for the classroom, the letters that these make. And also, you might not want to, we've kind of mentioned before, you might not want to have your silhouette or your Cricut in your classroom. This is a really good, lightweight, inexpensive, portable tool, perfect for on-the-go crafting or perfect for the teachers that might not, if you don't have those skills or those machines, this is really easy to use for that.
It is, and depending on how old the students are, you could have them cut out letters for you too. My best friend is a teacher, and she has been eyeing the banner board for so long, and I haven't even told her about the alphabet one yet, but think of all the bulletin boards that you're making. You can make it on the fly, just whip them up. So really, really good gift for teachers. End of school year, it's a good thing to get for them so they can set up their classroom for next year too. So, all right, great. So we're going to move on to the next topic. We have Heidi here, our yarn correspondent.
Hey, everybody.
She's back, and she's got pretty yarn again. You always find the best yarn.
Right? It's because I get it at Blitsy.
Oh, I set you up for that.
Yeah, totally. So last week we talked a little bit about Coachella and making boho fashion accessories, which is a great spring yarn craft. But a lot of people, especially if you're new to knitting, might not necessarily know what to do with all of your yarn when it comes to spring and summer. So me and the video team whipped up a little overview of my best tips for knitting in warmer weather.
Awesome, let's take a look.
If you're a brand new crocheter or knitter, you might have picked up the hobby as a New Year's resolution in the winter or around the holidays to make that first cowl or other warm accessory. But what happens when the weather starts heating up? A lot of you may think that knitting and crochet are just for when it's cold weather outside. But I'll have you know that there's a lot of ways to keep knitting and crocheting year-round. One of my favorite ways to keep knitting and crocheting and to kind of vary my routine and keep it interesting is to switch up the kind of yarn I'm using. So in the winter, you'll probably want to use a lot of wool or thicker spun acrylics to make warm accessories or even a sweater. But when it gets towards spring and summer, I recommend picking up a yarn like this one that's made out of cotton, or you can also experiment with bamboo and linen yarn for a lighter weight finished knit or crochet project that's great for warmer temperatures. Another thing you can do is vary what you're making in your knitting and crochet. So you don't have to make a hat or a mitten or a cowl all year round, even when it's 100 degrees in July. You can vary it by making a hanging planter or home decor projects or baby projects. And then another great way to keep yarn in your life all year round is to learn yet another craft. I know we like to enable different crafts at Blitsy. So weaving and macrame are two really fun and kind of warm weather friendly yarn crafts that are really fun to get your hands on. So even as the temperatures rise this year, take some time to try and keep yarn in your life. All right, so hopefully that video introduced you to some maybe new ways to rethink your knitting now that it's warmer out. And because of the warmer weather and spring, and it was like 70 degrees in Chicago.
It was
last
so
weekend.
nice.
It was amazing. I knitted outside because I knit
Yes.
all the time.
Of course we did.
Took it outside. But in honor of that nice weather, here at Blitsy, we've got a special deal on Lily Sugar and Cream yarn, which is probably the most universally loved cotton yarn. And like I said in the video, cotton is a great fiber to experiment with once it gets warmer out. So I've got a couple different balls here of the Lily Sugar and Cream. The one on my left here is this bright green color, and then the one on the right is denim inspired. And these are the two different sizes you'll find on Blitsy. You can also buy like the bigger cones of yarn, and we've got all of it on special this for the next few days. And it really is a good deal. The bigger ball is 200 yards and the smaller is 120. And the smaller is normally retailing at $2.49, and we have it for less than $2.
Oh, wow.
It's only $1.90. And with just a few of these, you can whip up a baby blanket or a market tote or a bigger version of that boho Coachella bag I shared last week. So this would be a great chance to get your hands on some of that cotton yarn and give it a try.
The colors are just making me feel springy
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And
Totally.
pairing these together is actually a really
Yeah.
nice color combination.
And it's super on trend because it's got like the denim, and I know chambray is really big right
Yeah.
now, but pairing it with that pop of the brighter green, I really like this color combo.
And
so-
this sugar and cream sounds really familiar. It's been around for years.
Oh,
Hasn't it?
yeah.
I want to say like my mom used
Yeah.
to knit with it.
Totally. It's like the classic yarn that people would make dishcloths out of. Like my
Oh.
great grandma, she lived until she was 102. Fun
wow.
fact. She was born in 1900.
The one
and
that
died in
taught you how to
2002.
knit?
She was one of them.
Okay.
She was the mother-in-law of my grandma who first taught me how to knit. She would make tons of dishcloths out of this stuff
Yeah.
and baby blankets and just use it around the house because she was like a Depression era mom, and so she made everything, including dishcloths.
Wow.
Which is cool.
So this for baby blankets would be really nice for like spring and summer because it's much lighter weight than
Yes.
the other yarns you've shown for baby
Absolutely.
blankets before. So in the summer when you don't need anything too heavy, this would be really nice.
Yeah, and there's a video I did, like one of the first videos I ever did for Blitsy like a year ago. I used this sugar and cream yarn to make
That's
a baby
right.
blanket. And the baby blanket, I used this yarn, and I also, the sample I brought to shoot the video is a blanket I'd given to a friend when they had their baby. They used, and they were like, he's thoroughly like soiled it in a variety of ways. And it was washable and reusable, and it still is durable.
I know.
That's
I was
great.
gonna say that. I remember, like, I think my mom had knitted like a throw or something, and like every time she washed it, it actually just got softer and softer.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, so this is a classic yarn, and if you have never tried it, I would highly recommend it. 'Tis the season, I guess.
It is. Do we have any questions, Emily, for Heidi?
I don't see any questions. Some people are saying, love the color combo, very springy. Katie says, super pretty, but I don't know how to make anything with yarn. If this is the first time you're joining us or the first time you've seen Heidi, make sure that you visit us at youtube.com/blitzycrafts. That's our channel, and Heidi has a lot of great videos on there for both knitting and crochet. And she's starting at the beginning. She's going over the basics, teaching you how to do the basic stitches and steps and really everything that you need to know to get started. And she's a great teacher. I know a lot of people love watching her videos, even if they're not actively trying to learn to knit, because they're just relaxing, they have said. So make sure that you visit us and start learning about the yarn crafting. We'll have more coming for you throughout the spring and summer about how to integrate the yarn and yarn crafting into the warmer months.
Absolutely. I'm really excited about it.
Thank you so much, Heidi.
Yep, bye guys. See you next week.
All right, so we're gonna go into, it's like planner city around here.
It is.
We've had the new Happy Planners, the new Websters, and then today we have the Simple Stories Carpe Diem planners. Before we open it up, I want to ask Emily, has anybody downloaded the app yet? Have you
I
heard?
think some people already had the app on their phones, which is great. You're one step ahead. Just to repeat, in case anyone missed it, I think my mic was a little low at that point. To enter the contest, our app is available for iPhone. Go download the app on your iOS device, log into the app, and then take a screenshot of the app and post it to Twitter or Facebook, tagging us on Twitter at Blitsy Crafts, or visit our Facebook page, which is also Blitsy. And then that's how you enter the contest. And in 24 hours, we will pick a winner to win a $50 Blitsy gift card.
Very cool. We'll post that winner on the blog, and then we'll also announce it here on Thursday as well. So let's talk about Carpe Diem though.
Yes.
And if you already had the app, make sure you update it, because that will get you the new stuff.
Yes.
All right. So Claudia, what do you think of these?
These are one of my favorites because they are so fun, and I love the graphics. So they have a really cool kind of modern twist on the planner. It's really fun. It's very scrapbooky. You'll see what I mean.
Yes. So these are the A5 size, so they're bigger than your A2 personal size planners. They have the split leather binder, so it feels really nice and durable.
It does.
Like, I feel like I could throw this in my bag and pull it out and not have anything happen to it. They all come with these little camera charms, which
So
are
cute.
so cute. And I think on the inside they're the same. So I'm going to open up. This is my favorite one.
Yeah,
it's kind of
it's
like a
nice.
gold platinum color. So
Which metallics aren't going anywhere.
Exactly. So when you open it up, you'll see you've got the nice polka dot interior. There's room here on the side for business cards, and a pocket over here as well for maybe your stickers or anything that you want to have easy access to. And then it's on the ring system, so the rings just pop open and closed. They're silver, and then you get greeted with this "It's a brand new day" kind of
So cute.
quote. And this is actually like, what would you call this? I can't think of the
It's
word.
just like a plastic overlay.
Plastic overlay with silver foil on there.
So pretty.
And I know that gold has been so popular, but silver's kind of coming back too, and then
Yeah.
you can pair them together.
I was going to say mixing metals is really, really on trend right now. It's so much fun.
Absolutely. So then when you open it up, this is what Claudia was talking
Yes.
about with the details. You've got little donuts, exclamation points, and you can cut these pages up and use them throughout your planner and create your own stickers. Then you've got these boxes for each month of the year where you can put important dates or reminders for each month. And then a contacts page. You could even use these little
Yeah, once you're done writing on it, you
Icons.
can use the other side.
So lots of room for writing your contacts. And then you get into the months. So this starts in January, but what's great is it's undated.
Yeah, so you can use it whenever.
You can use it whenever you want. You can start whenever. And it's actually, you can move around the
right,
tabs
you can move
too.
the tabs.
So whatever order you want. So when you open it up, you've got your Monday through Sunday, and then a spot for notes here on the bottom, and a little dashboard.
Yeah,
for
so I
every-
love their dashboards. They're so cute.
They really are.
If you've seen my projects, I love things with I love cute things with like big eyes and cute flowers, and so this is right up my alley.
Then you can see the brush lettering for the months. This is your 2-page spread for the month view, and you write in your dates on there as well, and then a spot for notes here. And if you're into decorating, there's plenty of room up here for your washi tape and embellishments. Each month has kind of a little this month reminder in the beginning where you can put important dates, your goals, things you don't want to forget, birthdays. So I'll just flip really quick through these dashboards so you can get the overall feel for what it looks like.
It's pretty.
Super pretty. It's really like, how do you decide on what planner you're going to want?
I know.
Or are you going to use it for multiple different things, like one
There's
for
a few
family?
people in the office that have more than one.
I have two right now because I'm testing out the big Happy Planner one, but it's like I always have planner envy of the other ones that I see. So work it like a boss, pencil it in. These are really cute. Don't quit your daydreams. So that's the inside of the planner. When you get to the end, you'll see you also have a notepad here.
Which I love.
Yeah, and then you've got your metal closure, and like I said, the little charm here. But what's great is they also have accessories.
Yes.
So we have a bunch of them here. You can buy, where did that go? I wanted to show the charms. You can buy a pack of charms. So you've got the camera that comes on it, but then there's hello, a heart, and it's a brand new day. So you can switch out your charm however you want on this planner. And then, of course, they've got like magnetic page markers. They've got little bits and pieces. These are all just like die cuts already cut out for you with lots that match the inside of these
That's
planners.
great, because then you can just really just open it up and stick them wherever you want.
And then this is actually a pencil pouch that fits right into the planner.
So
It's clear, it's got these polka dots on it. You can actually put that in the planner, so you can kind of customize. So lots of just designer washi tape,
Little clips.
I mean, stickers, so you can do your dating if you don't want to write it in, reminder stickers. So lots of fun ways you can customize the Carpe Diem planner. What do people think about the Carpe Diem, Emily? I'm curious.
I love these, are so cute. I love that everything kind of just goes together and that they made the new scrapbook line that went along perfectly with this, because you can use those scrapbooking embellishments. I think you pulled out mostly the planner stuff, but we do have the full scrapbook line also available, and that stuff also goes perfectly with all this line. Katie said she's new to planning. She was like, what does everyone use them for? You kind of mentioned that people in the office have multiple. You have maybe one for family and one for work. I know people use them for memory keeping. Chris had said, I'm using mine as a bit of a journal and lots of lists and ideas that I have when I'm out and about. So people use them for so many different reasons, which I think is kind of, it's part of the fun and it's part of the way to make having multiple an excuse, because there are so many that are adorable. And if you can't pick one, then maybe you don't have to. But someone asked, do you want to know the size of the planner that you're showing? I don't know the exact measurements. I'm looking on the page, but it is an A5.
Yeah, it's the standard A5 binder. So I don't know what those measurements are, but yeah, as far as like what to use the planner for, I think the reason that planners are having a moment right now, one, people, we're so addicted to technology and our phones, and it's a nice way to kind of put that down for a minute and be creative. But you can do memory keeping on the go and stay organized at the same time.
Yes.
So it's kind of like you get the best of everything in something that's portable that you can take with you, that you can have at work, that you can have at home, have at the doctor's office, and just pull it out and be creative. So I think that's kind of what people are using them for.
And I also think you brought up a good point, like because you're using it as more of a creative outlet as well, instead of just using it to plan your day-to-day, humdrum, like, oh, go here, go there. It makes it really fun. It makes checking off your lists fun. And like I remember when they just had like the plain ones that you could get at like Office Depot or something, and they were just so sterile. And this is such a personal way to have a lot of fun when you're completing your tasks.
I have always loved planners for my whole life, I would say, like having Chandlers. Did anyone have Chandlers? Do you remember that? Chandlers back in grade school. I'm probably dating myself there, but I still have mine from when I was in 4th grade, 3rd grade. I have them all because I have all of like, I love so and like what I was doing. And so it's just kind of funny the evolution of it. But like we've been doing it our whole lives, and now there's just so many supporting products for it. So super fun. Any other questions, Emily, before we move on?
I don't think any more questions. I think some people might be adding this to their cart. They feel like it is probably their next planner purchase. And then just some more about what they do with it. Rochelle says she does memory keeping with it. Dee's Girl says, I use my planner to write inspirational messages to myself as well as planning and creating. So a ton of uses for really any planner you get, and, excuses to get all of them.
Exactly. Yes. All right, so we're going to really quick show you guys the Gelli Arts products, and we are doing that because it's like a final sale right now. It's going to go really fast. So we wanted to just bring it up so that you guys kind of had first dibs at it. If this is something on your wish list, it will sell out. So Claudia, you pulled a couple of things to show and talk about.
Just a quick little demo, kind of just to get you an idea of what the product is, if you've never seen it or if you need a little reminder of how it works. So I have the little Gelli Arts mini plates, and if any of you are fine artists out there and you've done printmaking, you know that you have to either cut a block, a linoleum block, and it's not very flexible, and you have to make sure that it doesn't like dry out and get brittle. I used to take printmaking.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I took printmaking in college for a while, and it's a lot of fun, but it's also very time consuming. So if you want to kind of get into it on a more simplistic platform, these are really cool, and they're very easy to take care of, and they're reusable. So I remember that I used to hate that because I could be a perfectionist, and if I messed up on a plate, I'd have to start all over, and and you can't, use them over and over without them kind of wearing out. So these plates are super fun. They're called jelly because they feel and look like jelly. They're super flexible, which is awesome because let's say you wanted to print, I'll just use the planner as an example, but you wouldn't want to do this on your planner probably if it's leather. But if you wanted to print, let's say like around a box, when you apply ink to this, it actually will go around the edge and form onto the box. So it's really great for printing gift boxes, or if you're doing art journals, it's really cool to print on the covers. So I'm just going to show you really quickly how you can use these to create multiple patterns. So I just have, you can definitely use these in a way, fine art way, where you're making prints and you're doing artwork. You can also use them for card making, which is what I'm going to show you now. So I'm just using regular ink pads here, and I'm going to just cover the jelly plate, and then just place a stencil over there, over the top, and I'm gonna ink it up with a different shade of blue.
Ah.
So it kind of creates this cool effect.
I would never have thought to do that. That's a good idea.
So then when you peel up the stencil, it's created this pattern on there, and then all you do is use it like you would a stamp. You just push down, and it creates this really fun pattern.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And you sometimes get two impressions out of it, which I like. You get like the ghosted impression.
That's really cool. Now I see why these are going to sell out.
Yeah, and so these, I love the little mini plates because they're good for card making, but we also have the larger ones on sale if you're working like on an art journal or a scrapbook layout or something.
So you don't need an acrylic block or anything for these? You just use your hands?
Yeah, you can if you want to. You can stick them to an acrylic block if you don't want to get your hands as messy, or if you want them to stay on there on a sturdy background. You can do that, but I like to use them just as is. And they clean up super easily with soap and water, and you just let them dry and you use them over and over and over again.
That is so cool. I was not expecting you to do that. I would have just been like one color and made a couple of patterns, but that's awesome. I love that you showed that. Emily, has anyone tried these?
Well, I know Carissa has tried them. She's in the chat with us today. She's done a blog post for us using them in an art journal that was really, really great. I linked it in the chat so everyone can go check it out. It's definitely something to see, and a way to see these a little more in action and with some different mediums. She's got a video, so make sure that you go there and check it out after this. A lot of people, can you make me something that looks like that? Because that was pretty. A lot of people are loving them. They're just so beautiful. Definitely, I think people are going to be adding them to their cart. Carissa says she needs the circle. Someone needs the minis. There's a lot of different options and so many different shapes and sizes. You can really customize it to what you want.
Yeah, I think Carissa was the one who gave me the heads up about these and said, you guys need to get these. And so we did, and they've been just like selling like hotcakes. And so I know that today there was very limited quantity. So if it is on your list, we've linked them below, so make sure you grab them. And then we had one more thing, right? Before we do our giveaway, before we remind about the giveaway. We have a video, just a little bit more Mother's Day inspiration. This is a Mother's Day card just to kind of get your creative juices flowing, because it's going to be here before you know it, and you need to start making Mom those cards. So check it out. I wanted to show that because I know that I need to start thinking about Mother's Day for my mom. So I figured all of you guys probably do too. What kind of gave you the inspiration for that card?
Actually, when I ran across those action wobbles that we got as samples, I was like, what can you make with this? And I was kind of on the mindset that I wanted to come up with the quickest, easiest card I could think of. And since, using pre-made embellishments is such a cinch, I was like, you can just use any stickers that you already have, just stick on the wobble spring, and you have a cool card that looks like it took way more time than it actually did.
And way cooler than anything you could buy at Walgreens.
Exactly.
That's for sure. So, well, thanks for sharing that
Sure.
with us. Emily, can you remind us one more time about the giveaway and how they can win?
Yeah, so the giveaway is all about our newly relaunched app. We just made a ton of updates to it, so I think you're really gonna love it. A note, a couple people have been asking if live and chat is available in the app. That currently is not. I'm not sure if it'll be in a future update. I know it's like we're already putting Ustream on our site, so I'm just not sure the capabilities of embedding it into the app. But all of our videos and our blog posts are on there for you. So to enter this giveaway, you're gonna go to the App Store, download the Blitsy app, Blitsy. You should find it. Download it onto your iOS device and then log in, take a screenshot of you logged into the app and share it with us on Twitter at Blitsy Crafts or on Facebook at Blitsy. 24 hours from now, we will announce a winner to win a $50 gift card to our store, and you can shop. You can shop on the app, you can shop on our site. Either way works.
It's like when you're shopping on the app, it's kind of like, oh, how did that get in my cart? It makes it so easy. And then you can also use your referral link straight from the app to invite your friends and family. And then when they make their first purchase, you get $10 automatically in your account. So it's another great thing on there. And our videos are there now, so that's really exciting. So, okay, thank you guys so much for joining us. We will be back here Thursday at 10 o'clock Central, same place. So hope to see you then, and have a great day.
Bye.